I'm sitting on the floor of my room in front of my closet, which looks like a mess, so there's a sheet from Savers in front of it, and my windows are open, so all of my neighbors can probably hear anything I say.
Hey guys, it's Rivka, and today I want to do a story time video. Let me just say that my life isn't really interesting, and there might not be more of these, but I've been watching so many story time videos from people like Tana Mojo, Ali Hardesty, and Loie Lane, and so I decided I would make one of my own. There's really only one instance I could think of that's like interesting enough and doesn't make me like want to curl up in a ball and die, and I think is funny, and I think you'll think is funny. Me and my friend, there are 5 of us, me, Katie, Lydia, Sarah, and our friend Kathy, who was moving to California soon, so we were just like hanging out because we were gonna miss her. So we're at the mall, and we're like hanging out because it's the mall, and we go into Sears. So the mall is like a weird place. So at one end they have Sears, and at the other end is Macy's Home, and in the middle is Macy's. The food court is over by the Macy's Home, and this story starts in Sears, which is at the other end of the mall. So we're in Sears, and we see this group of boys, and like Kathy knows one of them or something, and they do some stupid insult to us as they're going up the escalator to the stupid section of the store. There's literally nothing up there, nothing that'll matter for them as boys. There's like little kid stuff and like washing machines, I think. Or maybe that's a different no, pretty sure it's like that at that Sears. And so we're like, ha ha ha, that's so funny, we'll never see them again. And then we're at the food court. Like, I think we go right to the food court from there. We might have stopped at the dolly store first to pick us up some candy, but we go to the food court, and we're sitting there, and I think one of my friends is like a pretzel or something, and like I have a water bottle because I like water. I happen to drink a lot of water, especially when in the mall, because I get really dehydrated and dry in the mall. So we're sitting, and the mall has these like normal mall tables that are like square with the chairs, and then they also have these ones that are like countertops that are taller and have like these tall stools, and there are like 2 of them at one end and 2 of them at the other, and like 1 or 2 of them in the middle of the food court. So we're sitting at one of them in the middle, though we'd usually choose to sit at the ones in the back because that's where the loser teenagers sit. But so we're sitting in the middle. And then these boys, who we saw in Sears, end up sitting like near the end of our table. And like we don't really think anything of it because it's the mall. People sit in the food court. It's not a weird thing. So they're sitting there, and then one of the boys, I think he was like the youngest, sits at the end of our table. And we're like, and he's kind of like teetering off the edge of the chair, you know, like leaning towards his friends a little. And like, I notice him, I think we all notice him, but we don't really say anything. And then he moves closer, and then he moves closer, and I'm like, why are you moving closer to us? And my friend Lydia's like, it doesn't matter, we love you. And I had just taken a big sip of water, right? So I got a lot of water in my mouth. And I had also just eaten some sort of chocolate candy. So I had like, you know, when you get like the chocolate coating on the top of your mouth from like chocolate, that like, we all know what happens, we just don't talk about it. So I had like a little bit of residue from that in my mouth. So when she said, it doesn't matter, we love you, I started laughing. I have no idea why I thought it was so funny, but I laughed, and all of the water, you know, have you ever spit up water? I've spit up water multiple times. It's not a fun thing, and it's especially not fun for anyone there. So I go and I like spit water, and I move my arm to block it, and I'm wearing this white sweater on top of a dress, and so the white sweater gets a little bit of a chocolate stain, which is weird because that's weird. I need napkins. And so a restaurant thing behind us. So like me and Lydia get up to go see if there are napkins there. Guess what? They don't have napkins. We have to walk farther down. We have to walk to like the pretzel shop. to get some napkins. And when we walk back, the boy is gone. And we're like, my other friends are like, seriously, Rebecca, you scared him off. And I was like, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's kind of the worst. That was my story time of how I totally ruined everything. No, I just, it's embarrassing, but not as embarrassing as other stupid stuff I do that doesn't have as funny stories. So if you guys want another story time, comment down below or something. I'll see if I can like scrape one off at the bottom of the pan that is my life. I have another story of spitting up water actually. When I was in like 6th grade, we had, you know how they'd move your desks that had all your stuff in them? I was sitting in this group of like 5, so there were, and then one there, and luckily the person who sat across from me wasn't there that day. And I was like drinking water from my water bottle that I had on my desk. Also, beware that my 6th grade teacher, I only really had one 6th grade teacher that liked me, because my math teacher hated me because she always made me sit next to people that I would talk to, and she complained about my talking. But that's a different video. And my English teacher, whose class I was in, was her sister. So she didn't like me that much. And so I'm drinking my water, and then someone there, I'm just sitting next to this girl who laughs all the time at everything. So someone said something, she started laughing, and I started laughing too, because her laughing, it was so stupid, and I just over the desk in front of me, and I was like, ugh! So I have to get paper towels in front of the whole class. Ugh. Like, at least I sat in the back, so like no one else saw like the extent of what had happened, but I was very embarrassed, and I don't think they ever let me live it down. Anyways, those are my water spitting story times. I'm sure I've done it more times, I just can't remember. I like to laugh, and when people make me laugh, I tend to do stuff like this. I've fallen out of chairs, I've done all stupid stuff like that. So, if you like this story time, leave a comment down below. Also, like this video. And if you want more story times, just tell me. In the comments, I guess. I already said comments. Till next time, come back, be here. Bye.